See kind of how I got this crammed in here. I don't know if that's probably the very best way to do it, but smashed them in there, and this will be the bow. Alright, so here's what it looks like so far. Put it on the ground. Whoa, shit. Alright. I'll have to make a chair or something. I see my elbows are going to be getting in right here. Alright guys, I got the floor in. And honestly, the hardest part about this entire project is having to deal with them fucking dogs barking all the time over there. I am about to lose my frickin' mind, and I'm literally going to go over there here in a minute. And suggest they shut the fuck up. Alright, that's probably not going to be on the video. Alright, so I got... Whoa. Alright. I see those with a normal belly wouldn't be able to do that like that right there. Prop that phone up on that belly like that. And get a good old panorama shot there of the creek. So, that's good. Well, that's pleasant attire right there. That must have came back from the big flood. This thing turns surprisingly well, seeing it has no front and back rocker. It just sits so high out of the water, it's nothing to it really. So, and just like a leaf on a puddle, you know. Ain't nothing to it. Go right up this creek with this high flow. And way easier than paddling that big camo canoe by yourself. So I'm totally digging it. Okay, talking about some row your canoe gently up the creek. All right, merrily. Gonna catch some fish tonight, even though it's really early in the morning. All right. Okay. This is the life. Okay. Up here on the little secret creek. My homemade bamboo canoe, and fishing, and it must be too hot. It's like the heat of the day, so the bass aren't biting them, but I can see them. They're not giant by any means, but they're in here. But it's super clear today, and super clear water, so they're making the bait, you know, out to be artificial or something, I guess. But wait till that sun goes down a little bit and see what happens. But, totally digging it out here. Next time I won't make it quite as much of a V-bottom because it's steady rocking back and forth, but 1, 2, 3. Okay. You can see that this thing just rides out. It tracks straight and true like I wanted it to. It's kind of deviating to the left of fuzz, but I think that's because the lily pads are pulling me over there. But it's nice and straight, plenty buoyant. I got that much freeboard, so that's good. Alright, let's go. I'm going to try to get a little paddling action. You can see how easy this thing maneuvers around these trees. I'll do my little loop I've been doing to chase after these bass. And this is where they're hiding, up here in the shade. I can't ever get in here without running them off because it's so clear. They're just gone by the time they see, you know, they see me and they're gone. So let's see here. Let's go on I love this, like a little maze. It's like Southern Comfort up in here, you know what I mean? So, here we come. And I was right up next to those trees a minute ago when I paddled through it. Check out this woodpecker tree right here. That thing is good. The woodpecker's been doing work. For camera anyway. Maybe that's focusing, I don't know, I can't tell. Anyways, sorry, so shaky. In a homemade canoe, you know. So. Alright. That's for the most part smooth sailing. Now it's not always as smooth as people think going downstream, because as long as you're not going faster than the if you're not going faster than what the water is, you have no rudder. So, oh crap, just ran over a stick. Okay, luckily that was okay. Now see, this is gonna get dangerous right here. It's coming right up into some junk. This thing is way easier than my other boat, though, I'll tell you that. It just flips around and just goes wherever you want. It's gonna be dangerous. I'm gonna catch this with my lure. Always wear a booty hat, because you can just duck. And you can just duck and let the trees crash around your face, and it won't rip your face off as bad as if you don't have a hat. Alright, now see, we come upon this big pine tree, which lets me know that not many unwilling people, or no unwilling people, have been up here for sure. So what I'll do is put my paddle in there to secure it. Alright, see, we got this big pine tree in the way. And I'll put all my weight on the pine tree. Get out onto the pine tree. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now wait for Friar Tuck to come running down the other side with a staff. All right. So let's see what we got here. Now that is a good looking boat there, guys. That thing is doing work. Okay, so very proud of my little creation there, and what an accomplishment. You know, I wanted a littler canoe for myself, because like I said, that big giant canoe, it was too much to handle for one person. And I got an ocean kayak kind of sit on top of, but it's probably just as heavy as my canoe is. All big old heavy plastic, you know. Plus you're kind of all out in the open with it. And so, anyways, now I'll just take it and pick it up and throw it on the other side. All right, got that. Now we're on the other side. I'll just launch off into here. I trust her now. Lost my pole. Okay, that went good. Okay. That last part, if it was recording, was called getting cocky. Okay. I just jumped off that thing thinking I was gonna land in the canoe like, I don't know, James Bond or somebody, and just flipped that joker right on over, as you most likely saw. But it was okay. Luckily I could touch right here, and just picked it up and dumped all the water out, and she's doing fine. So I lost my fishing pole, but I got everything else. So now I gotta search right here. I'm sure my pole's just right here somewhere close by. Actually, I think I see it right there. But it's pretty deep, so I'm going to leave my phone up here and I'll look for that. I needed to go for a dip anyway, so perfect. Alright, later. Okay, so it wasn't a total loss. I found that joker. So it only took me one sweep of jumping off the log and coming over here and finding it, so freaking awesome. And I'll be getting on my way. Now that the canoe's been totally saturated inside and out, it'll be a good test to see how well the weatherproofing holds up. And so awesome, still doing good. So all right. Always an adventure here on Philosophy of Survival. All right, later. Might have lost my sunglasses too. Oh, damn. All right, that's the other thing I lost. That ain't no big deal. Later. All right, guys. The first part of that canoe venture was pretty awesome, you know. And then I turned it over, and shortly thereafter, I ended up catching myself with the Rapala lure. That gold split jointed one that I was using. I went to throw it and somehow, I don't know what the hell happened, caught my thumb. So that sucked. It dug in pretty good, and luckily there was a dude there at the ramp that helped me out. He got it to this point for me. It wasn't pulled all the way through, but he pushed it through. But we didn't have a pliers to get it the rest of the way, but he actually was a tattoo piercer guy, so hooray, I guess. But he backed it out as far as it would go, and then snatched it on through there for me. So now all I got to do, we didn't have the pliers, but now all I got to do is that was pretty excruciating, to say the least. Let me find something to prop this on, because I'm still using my phone. Here we go. Let's prop it right here. Okay. So, I got my surgical snips here. You know, good and rusty, like they should be. And I will go ahead and come in here and cut that barb off. Make sure it's all the way gone, and it is. So there we go. Okay, now pollard me while I pass out. Good God, what an adventure. Alright guys, later.